All right, smoking a mini cigar with y'all today, man. Gonna be talking to you about some thoughts I had. It's that Saturday special, man. So what you guys believe in, man. I don't think it really matters, but what you believe in. I've always believed in myself, dog. And I know that sounds crazy, but you're out here playing by your own rules in this life, man. People like to try and box you in. Oh, we're out here playing by these rules. You're in school. We're on a basketball court. We're out here playing by these rules. You got officials here watching you, calling technicals if you can't play by the rules. And then you got crypto, man. It's the Wild West. It's the opposite of finance. It's DeFi, bro. Decentralized finance. And you got to ask yourself, why would the people at the top even let us have this? Does it even make sense? You see, when people said down with the banks, Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple, said before it was down with the banks, it would be out with the tanks. And that made sense to me. See, the banks aren't going away, man. It's been said that the same people have been funding both sides of war since times of Rome. So I always invested in XRP. I thought it made sense what their CEO was saying. They had a team that made sense. They were the second crypto ever created. It looked to me like they were in the thick of it. They were actually working with regulators to make sure that their crypto and cryptos in general were taken serious. It wasn't just a niche. It wasn't just a fucking bullshit. It wasn't cat memes. It wasn't badger dances. It had use. Bro, before crypto, what were you guys up to? What took you guys' time? You know, I had ideas of grandeur in terms of building businesses. That's what I wanted to do. When I was a kid, I wanted to make advertisements. I was real creative, like, I would even write them down, bro. Different companies, different brands, different ads I wanted with music on top of it, how I thought it would go. I had fun being creative, bro. And as a kid, that's allowed, dude. As a kid, you're allowed to fail. And as an adult, when you work for a company, the failure is less allowed because it's about results. You even see that in college. You know, in high school, you're allowed to fail to some extent. They'll still move you along. But in college, you start to fail and it starts to really stack up against you. And with that failure, you start seeing people turn to darkness because they can't accept failure and they can't move forward with it. I think that's what brought me to crypto, is the fact that it was an escape from the darkness that is the 9 to 5 until you're 60. But for me, before crypto, man, I was trying to build businesses. I didn't care what it was. You know, everyone wanted to do a clothing line. I did too. And I had an idea for one. It was called Dyeus, D-Y-E-U-S. I had done some wacky internet research, and it was supposed to be some older term for Zeus, bro. Fucking Dyeus with light is what it meant to me, bro. Like tie-dye, you know? Except the light, bro. And man, you know, these days, I'm raising my family as Christians. I went to a lot of Christian institutions. I think Christianity's been around forever. The Bible is one of the oldest books of all time. And I'm here for that, man. I really am. I need to read more of it. Most of my reading of it was done years and years ago. Sometimes me and my wife go to church. The person who did our wedding, he was a pastor at a church. And so we went to his church as a prerequisite for him doing our wedding multiple times. But we're not active goers. Oh man, my dog's barking. He doesn't know we're outside. Tony! I'm gonna walk and get him. Winton got the pup, bro. Did he come though? Tony! Man. Dyeus with light. That's something I wanted to do. And I ended up creating a few apps. I created an app for social media. I helped some people create websites. I consulted on some app development. But it didn't turn into anything lucrative. When I wanted to start a family, I took a job. The whole time I was working jobs. You know what I mean? But I took a job for real. There was no more working retail a few days a week. it was the real deal. Forgot I didn't have the mic on me. We'll see what I was able to pick up there. But the point I'm getting at, man, is never quit on yourself and never quit on your dreams. And whatever you want to be, you got to keep going at. And dude, my wife's told me before, other people have told me, like, bro, you look at the news stories too much, you talk about them too much, they're too negative. And I'm not trying to be about that, dude. You know, I'm trying to be a positive motherfucker. That's the truth of it. I'm trying to be a positive guy. And I'm not even trying to consume the negative media. Sometimes it finds you, man, and you got to avoid it. It's like a test. Everything's a litmus test, man. What are you letting in your life, you know? What are you consuming? What are you consuming with your dollars? What are you investing in? Are you investing in yourself? Are you investing in your health? Are you investing in not your health? Are you investing in entertainment? You know, you got to think of everything like the casino. That's how I decided to do it. And I know some people disagree. Some people are like, no, this is truly investing. When you start thinking of life like the casino, man, I'm just talking risk management. You got to know the odds when you're playing the game. You got to make smart decisions. If you're playing with the asset like XRP right now, which is up from 50 cents to right here, I'm feeling pretty good. I feel like we're going to go up to another times 5. Easy. Get up to 12, 13 bucks. We could do that. Crypto's always giving me hope, man. I don't know what the time period for this is, but I've been here for 8 years. It's giving me so much hope. Saturday special, bro. Out here smoking a cigar in the rain. PN Dev vibes. You know, the glasses, the hoodie, the little AI overlap. We're trying to stay somewhat anonymous out here, man. Don't try too hard to find me, bro. Okay? It's crypto, dog. Gotta stay anonymous. I'm not playing with a lot of money, but you know how in crypto a little bit can turn to a lot of it, bro. Anyways, bro, I'm gonna see how the YouTube algorithm will work for me, bro. I'm gonna post this video with the title of this video, Found You. And I'm just talking about life, bro. I'm talking about bringing the light to people, bro. And for me, crypto always brought me hopium. And that's what I'm trying to do with this channel, bro, is bring a little bit of light, bring a little bit of news, tell you guys what I think is the move. All right? You guys hear that rain, man? It sounds fucking beautiful on this little tin roof I got right here. That's where we keep all our wood out here on the farm. I'm about to put this mini stogie out, dog. I can't even finish it. I don't smoke much tobacco, bro. Here I am smoking one. I'm about to explain it to the wife later. Listen to me, dog. I'm gonna have to explain myself. Yeah, right. If you're new to the channel, bro, I love to be like that guy from Sipping on Cups. That was the timeline I was on, dog. It was something called Sipping on Cups. It wasn't talking about cups or drinking on cups. Whatever he goes by now, bro. It was Sipping on Cups. I appreciate you guys being with me, man. Smoking in the rain, bro. So I'm going about my daily life, bro. And somebody who I see every day. Ask him how he's doing. Just the usual shit, dude. How you doing, man? How you doing? He says he's not doing well, bro. And he tells me a sad tale about a loved one having passed and him having to go bury him. I just thought, man, I don't even know this guy very well, but he felt the need to say this to me, you know? Or at least get it off his chest. Maybe it wasn't about to me. You got to be the hope out there, dog. Be the light, man. Bring the light. Die us with light, bro. Come on. You could do it. Why not? And be the light yourself, bro. Talk good inside yourself, bro. Let your thoughts snowball and momentum into good shit and more shit, bro. Accumulate wealth, accumulate knowledge, accumulate hope and positivity. Dude, accumulate health, bro. Health Max. You know, I love that guy, Retard Max. He's the guy who brought me to this channel, Elisha Long. He's the guy who brought me to this video, Smoking and Talking, Elisha Long. I think you should be maxing in a lot of areas, bro. Health Max. Crypto Max, bro. Come on. Crypto Max. That's it for me, dog. Stay well. I'm a Flare and XRP guy if you didn't know. Check out the other vids. This is Saturday special.